All right, so my tomatoes came in, and that's all great. I got some, those are the big beef tomatoes. These are the regular tomatoes. And they're all coming in right, so I'm picking them, but, and you know, that's all good. These are the peppers, they all came in. We had a pretty big storm. These are cucumber trellis, and got some cucumbers rolling here. But I always get good cucumbers. Hell, I get cucumbers that are ridiculous. And that's not bad. Some more peppers, and the greens and stuff like that. But the greens we had kind of thoroughly already picked through, so you know they're kind of done. But I am doing the winter greens this year, and so we got all of them coming in. We had a big storm last night, so I want to see how giant those peppers are. They're giant. Some sweet potatoes down here. So that stuff is growing in there. But the thing I want to talk about is my corn. Okay, and you see all right here, the squash and the pumpkin in the back and the cantaloupe, they're all coming in, which is great. We have different section of corn. Now, I want to tell you something. I've already dug up this area a long time ago, because those were my peas. And my peas didn't do squat this year. Didn't do nothing. So I went ahead and I had some leftover corn, and I planted that, and they took off and ran. These are the hybrid corn. You see they're much smaller. This right here, this corn right here is the, what the hell is this? Candy corn. And then this is my main corn over here. But that storm last night, man, knocked the corn over. Knocked the dang blasted corn over. Oh man, this kills me. This hurts. This hurts. Well, I'll pick it back up. But I had folding stalks. Almost thought a UFO came and landed in my corn crop and started doing crop circles, but it didn't happen. It was just the storm. So, this is my, now I took this branch off of the tomatoes because it was looping down, and I replanted in this cracky method of just trying it out. I was trying to do the cracky method, so replanted it, and it took off again. It started growing again. Even got some little tomatoes back there. That was just a transplant. Now all that's in there is just water. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna pick off these tomatoes, and I don't know what happened to my peas. I usually get great sweet peas. I usually get great pole beans. I usually get the sugar snap peas. They usually all come in great. This year I got none. Zero. Nada. I got 2 bush peas that came up, which is ridiculous. So again, I'm gonna clear all this off, all these weeds and stuff like that. All these weeds are back in here. I'd already done it one time before, but they came back. I kind of just let the vine stuff just go ahead and grow, which is fine. But yeah. So, and again, if you're wondering what this plastic is, these are tires, and I wrap them all in plastic, and I put my dirt down in them. And what it does is it keeps the heat. So I will get tomatoes. Now again, I get tomatoes I get tomatoes all the way into December. I'll get cucumbers all the way until December. I'll get peppers in the tires all the way into December. So when the grow basket, when it dies off, I will continue to get. And then the reason being is because the soil is still warm. So that cold water, again, what I did was took some gutters. And again, all this stuff was recycled stuff. But I took some gutter downspouts that I had left over, and I placed it down into the dirt. And that's compost, dirt, and sand mixed together, triple 13, mix it all together. And I poked holes. I don't know if you see the holes. What I do is I fill that up with water, so it gets down to those roots. So they again start, you know, the fertilizer and the water really gets those roots, and then I can grow tomatoes. So I have no problems with tomatoes. Like I said, my corn came in, and then the damn wind took it out. There's some more squash and watermelon coming in. I'm getting squash all the time. Get a lot of squash. I came through here yesterday and picked the squash, and gave some to my dad. I picked some tomatoes and give some tomatoes to my dad too. Some stuff to the next door neighbors, and I canned most of the stuff. Going from there, we can most of the stuff, but things are coming in fine, and we're just going from there. So this is stuff you're gonna have to do. I did do something different this year, okay? And what I did is I didn't use pesticides this year. Now, I did use fish fertilizer and triple 13. My problem that I have with not using pesticides is that now I didn't get cornworm this year, which is great. That was wonderful. They got me to thinking, but my problem is like with the greens. The greens got ate up. Okay, so now I'm just feeding the greens. Now, when I get my rabbit hutch in, okay, the greens can go to the rabbit hutch, but I'm cooking this stuff for myself and for my family, and I'm trying to survive. So if we're in a situation in which you're having to survive off of the stuff that you're cooking in your backyard, I ain't got time to be filly farting around with bugs. So, you know, that's one thing to think about when everybody's saying, oh, don't use pesticides, this, that, and the other. Man, look, I'm not here to feed the bugs. So, you know, you're going to have to use some pesticides sometime. This year I didn't. I still got a pretty good crop. I still got a great crop. But, you know, I am not happy, and you can kind of see it. See some of the yellowing? See some of the yellowing right there? That plant right there? Some over here, that one right there, that right there. Okay, those comes from ladybugs and caterpillars. Okay, so you know you have to spray that stuff, or they'll just sit here and they'll go through this and eat this all up. They will tear this stuff up. Okay, the same thing with this. Those comes from those little white moth butterflies. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, hell no. Them damn things can eat. Okay, so you know, if you are homesteading, and if you are doing some backyard gardening, you are gonna have to use pesticides. You just are. In a grid down situation, my thing is I'm starting to I'm gonna go back and start having as much stuff. At least 7 years worth of stuff, fertilizer put back. You're gonna have to do it, and so that I have 7 years of seed put back. I got 7 years of dehydrated food put back, and really, you know, that has a 25-year shelf life. But I have enough food for each person in my family for 7 years of dehydrated food. So my family's not going to starve. Now, they might not like the food, but they're not going to starve. And you need to have that. But now I'm going to start putting back 7 years of pesticides in case something happens. Okay, Fallen Skies Prepper, out.